Alright, Lions, so announced this morning we have our next big campaign over on Brazos, in this case the Christmas campaign. Keeping it very simple, but one thing to keep in mind is that they are specifying that this is round number 1. And of course, if there's a round 1, that means there is going to be a round 2, pretty much double confirming that our upcoming mid-month banner is going to be Christmas characters again. I mean, we already knew that anyway, because again, this was data mined too. This will be the new wallpaper that we get in 2 weeks time. But further proof of us getting another Christmas banner, but more so just extra goodies when that mid-month banner does officially release. With that said though, let's have a look at what this campaign is going to bring. So first and foremost, of course, we do have the new Christmas set of characters, a new Retsu, Isane, and also Nemu. I personally like this banner as a whole, including the filler port too, so I definitely will be doing some summons tomorrow. And it ultimately comes down to whether you want to summon on this banner or wait for end of year. My main recommendation is to spend within reason, because you do want to make sure you have some orbs. Set yourself a number and have that for end of year. For me, I know if I do a few summons here, I will still have enough to do at least 25 steps for end of year. And that's why I don't mind doing a few steps in this particular banner. But personally, if I knew I wouldn't be able to get up to 25 steps, I probably would be skipping this outright. But it's an overall cool banner with some pretty cool fillers. Now, with that, we also do have our 3,000-year Blood War character. This has basically been a monthly occurrence. Every time we get a new 1,000-year Blood War end of month, it's also followed up with a 1,000-year Blood War single. And unfortunately, some news that we did get today, right, is if you scroll down, unfortunately, and this really does suck, the new Christmas characters, Retsu, Nemu, and also Isane, are considered 1,000-year Blood War, not Christmas characters. Which I honestly think is dumb. Besides, of course, the artwork, you can almost barely tell they're even 1,000-year Blood War units besides very small little details. And unfortunately, what this does mean is that these characters will not be available in free summons in the future, at least our normal free seasonal multis that we get. And it also means that they likely won't become a filler for at least a year. It means they're more limited, they're harder to pull, and given that nothing about the banner like screams 1,000-year Blood War inherently, I think it's kind of dumb that they are considered 1,000-year Blood War units when they easily could have just been normal Christmas characters. I said it in yesterday's video too, if you were going to give me a Christmas 1,000-year Blood War Retsu, have her hair down, give her that sinister vibe even though it's Christmas, and call her Yatsu. That would have been a lot more exciting for a 1,000-year Blood War Christmas Retsu, at least in my opinion. So this basically does confirm they are 1,000-year Blood War units, and when you do your single tomorrow, I mean, there's a pretty good chance you get something good here, right? We have a lot of 1,000-year Blood War banners. The more characters we get, the better chance for you to get something decent and new. And for all you know, you might walk away with some good characters here. Maybe ones that you skipped in the last month or two. Masty Masculine. Masculine! Giselle, Basby, and who knows, you could even walk away with Nemu, Isane, or Retsu for free without even needing to summon on the main banner. And you have the entire month to do this, not like you would want to wait. But the second this does end at the end of the year, likely we are going to get another one with the end of year characters. Speaking of, we are also getting more free summons. This just seems to be super common. A lot of free multis coming our way every single month almost. In this case, we get 10 free seasonal multis. And on the 10th multi, you are guaranteed a 5-star character. The pool has been updated a tad bit, including the last year's Christmas characters and also Parasol characters. So there's some decent characters to get here. Most are just farming characters, besides basically Neliel and also Toshiro, their standout guild quest units. Everyone else is basically just a farmer or is just semi-decent. At the end of the day, though, you can't really choose what character you do get, but there is a decent selection, and I personally do want some duplicates here. And I'm even missing a character or two. I'm missing Ikaku and also Grimjow. Would love to pick them up in this summons, if I can even get lucky enough. Knowing my luck, though, every time we get free seasonal multis, I somehow always end up getting a swimsuit character, Mila Rose, Rangiku, or Ruruka. After that, we have our Christmas campaign login bonus. So log in over the next 2 weeks, you can get yourself 60 spirit orbs and also 80 soul tickets. We are then getting some Christmas special orders, once more only lasting up until the mid-month banner. Likely we are going to then get more special orders, but some of the standout items here are more so the quintessence scroll. So that's the first time we actually can get this besides the 5 they did give us for free. Kind of cool to see here. Still can't use it just yet. No one's gotten to the point where you can use it, but nice to have them nonetheless. And we are also getting more golden hammers alongside the fact that we should be getting our monthly golden hammer event anyway in around 2 weeks time. We then have some accessory orders, and this one's kind of weird, but I guess this is going to release around the time they announce the next set of 5-star plus accessories. I'm hoping there's a bit more rewards here because nothing is crazy that you can see in these rewards. No hammers, no limited item that you can't just get normally, but I guess you can just look at these as bonuses. After that, we are getting the Awakened Bambietta epic raid. Now, for those like me that want a challenging epic raid, this very well might be it. And the reason for that is because not only are we getting an Awakened epic raid, we are also getting an ultra difficulty Bambietta Awakened epic raid. So this is our our very first time getting an awakened epic raid with the ultra difficulty. So no idea how much HP this enemy is going to have, but it likely will be high, and the animation attack patterns will be different to what we actually already practice in the normal difficulty. And overall, I'm just looking forward to it. So you're gonna have two potential epic raids that you can farm. You have the normal awakened one, and then you also have the ultra awakened one, which likely means you are going to do the ultra one because this will be given better rewards. Speaking of rewards, what we are also getting is the epic raid challenge campaign. We just had it this month, and it seems like it's going to continue, or more so reset, in the month of December. So what this does mean is that you can potentially pick up some epic raid familiars again. Some of the standards that I always recommend anyone to pick up is Kenpachi and also Toshiro, because they do offer strong attack damage. And if you already picked them up, well, you can now get an extra copy and or more reroll material for you to get your desired second traits. Additionally, you can also buy more super links or potions too. They did give a decent amount here, so just more rewards in general. And the Bambietta epic raid in particular did actually see some pretty good items: golden hammers, silver hammers, orbs, more items than you would usually expect in a normal epic raid. So I'm really looking forward to see what the awakened Bambietta epic raid is going to offer too. Now, in regards to this epic raid, Caleb actually did add more bonus characters this morning. Originally, it was just going to be these characters right here, and I believe being a filler here does mean you are going to return, so likely we are going to see Burn the Witch character return this month. It does confirm a new Burn the Witch banner. I still think that is unlikely, but with Halloween, Noel being here, Christmas nearly being here, we likely are getting a Burn the Witch rerun banner for those that do want to pull for those characters still. Obviously, the 3 new characters are going to be 100% bonuses, and then they did add newer characters here. Characters that have been available in the last month or two. If you pulled those characters, you can use them once more in this epic raid. After that, we have our normal point event. These are going to be your bonus characters. It's the new ones, and then also these 4. Nothing's different about this point event besides the fact that we are getting an extra Bronze Brave ribbon for getting 10 million points. We haven't spoken about it too much, but point events in general have actually offered a lot more rewards now. You know, you can get golden hammers, silver hammers. They give a lot of editing brushes too for those that aren't farming the usual accessory events. And we also now do get more essence scrolls too, 4 per point event. And of course, with that point event, you are going to want to use that to farm up this 1,000 soul ticket run. Because once more, again, this is happening all the way till the end of the year while the anime is active. If you spend 1,000 soul tickets with a Surrogate in your team with any of these following names, you can get yourself a guaranteed 5-star Surrogate ticket, which can include any recent 1000-year Blood War Surrogates. So Owetsu, Tenjiro, and even the newly released Rukia, Renji, and also Byakuya. I don't think any of the new characters will be in this ticket, but we'll see when people start using them. After that, we have a revival candle quest and the really good EXP quest to farm a bunch of EXP from Rukia special training. That's going to be back 3 times throughout the month. Likewise with the daily Yu-Gi-Oh! Ascension quest, which you can only clear once per day, but it does give you a lot of cons to use as a fodder for Ascension. That is also going to be here for multiple times throughout the month. For new players, Path to Power and also Path to Friendship will be increased. I mean, veterans can actually take advantage of this too, but it really comes down to if you need these items. For me, I really don't, so I don't do them anymore. But your daily Path to Power, Path to Friendship quests, the amount of times you can do it per day is going to be increased. Now, alongside that, surprisingly out of nowhere, we did get an update to Kon's Sultry Bonanza. This event came out back in September, and overall, it's the new quest that you want to play to farm EXP crystals, jewels, and also crystals, and even guaranteed Hogyukus. It's an overall great event for new players to stack up on all those items that you need to max out your character's soul trees. Unfortunately, though, for some reason, the drop rate for jewels was just awkward. Crystals of every type were guaranteed in every attribute. Jewels, on the other hand, though, you wouldn't get that many. Well, the change that they did make this morning basically guarantees that you will be getting almost guaranteed jewels of every single type in every single attribute. And if we actually have a look at what the rewards do offer now, way better than before. You pretty much get everything you want in this quest now. The one complaint I had about this event is now basically gone, because you'll see here you're basically getting jewels of every type in every attribute. For some reason though, and it does happen, a very small chance it can happen, you might not get a certain large jewel of a certain attribute, but you'll see in our next ticket that we did do, we did end up getting 12 large jewels in the heart attribute. The amount you do get is obviously random, but now it's going to be a lot more consistent. You're just getting way more jewels, and again, it basically solves the problem that I know a lot of people did have with this event, and at this point, it's basically perfect too. If you want Hogyukus, you want Hogyuku Wills, you want EXP crystals, jewels, crystals, you want natural EXP because that's what this event does give. If you just in general want to max out your entire box, this is the event for you. And last but not least, we do have our monthly dev comment. Now, this dev comment in particular doesn't say anything super new, but it does give us a bit more information in regards to our upcoming Guild Quest update. So the first thing that we do find out is that we will be getting this update in the month of December, so this update is potentially less than 25 days away. And the main thing that we are going to see here with this change is that they will be adding an extra wave. And it is specified here that the extra wave is specifically in the hardest difficulty for any given phase. So this extra wave will not be on the normal difficulty, will not be on the very hard difficulty when nightmare difficulty is available. Now, this extra wave only features one boss. Only features one boss, and that's something that we didn't actually know about. I was maybe thinking there would be multiple waves. You just keep going until you run out of time. And with that, I thought there would maybe be multiple enemies. That way a character like you, Buck, could maybe get access to his extra soul bomb after getting like 80 or so enemies defeated. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case. But the extra wave idea is that you're likely not supposed to beat it. As stated, it will be an extremely tough opponent. And depending on how tough it might be, the idea might just be to go in and see how much damage you can do in the course of a minute and not so much clear all the waves. I mean, you're going to clear the first 5 waves, that's a given. But that extra 6th wave, depending on how much HP it has, it might be unbeatable, and that's fine. With that in mind, they will be adjusting the scores and rewards to take in account for the fact that this will have a new extra wave. Hopefully, though, this does mean more rewards. And if so, I'm kind of down for it. I like the idea of being able to spend more than 30 seconds in a guild quest phase, right? Because more often than not, especially now with these, super broken characters, even on very hard and in certain nightmare quests, you're clearing in like less than 30, 20 seconds. So being able to actually stay in a guild quest longer than a minute doesn't sound too bad, at least as of right now. And maybe this will give more benefit to Nat characters because they will be able to do constant damage against this final boss that potentially might be unkillable. We'll have to see it does play out, but this update in particular will be released in less than a month's time. But anyway, lads, with that said, that was the video for today, going over our Christmas campaign. Some pretty cool stuff coming our way. Tomorrow morning, we are going to be live playing the new Bambietta Ultra Epic Raids. Ultra Awakened Epic Raids, more so. And we are going to be doing some summons on the end of month banner. Not too many because I do want to save some ores for end of year. As of right now, I have 3.2 thousand, so I plan to do like 5-6 steps. It does suck that these new characters are classed as 1000 year Blood War, but that doesn't really change my opinion on whether I want to summon or not. I was always going to do 6 steps regardless. But I guess now that I do get them earlier, it's going to be better because they are going to be more limited than what we originally thought. Don't like that they are classed as 1000 year Blood War, but there's still some good stuff coming our way nonetheless. In the comments below, let me know what you're most excited for, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.